So in this part I didn't actually make a whole lot of progress. Didn't leave Filing Shrine. Of course I promised this, but eh, we'll get it next time. Also, something I forgot about last part is that you can actually see what is making that stomping noise right where you fight that asylum demon. He's right there actually, so yeah, I just forgot to look there. Also, for this guy, if you're not really merciless, you can actually just skip his dialogue just by attacking him outright and he'll die in one hit.
But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old...
And for proof that you get the ranged weapon right here, this is a hunter character, so there it is, short bow. And I believe you find the magic stuff on the other side of the area. So, right there where I'm standing. This is post commentary. We'll get into live here shortly. Also, depending on whether you play as a male or female, your character actually has a different running animation. Just a little tidbit. Alright, recording is on. Oh. Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Souls. Yes, last time we were in the Undead Asylum, and we are safely back. Well, we safely made it out. And this is our first time here. We talked to our friend here, the crestfallen warrior. He told us that, hey, there's 2 bells, you might as well go there. But I doubt you'd survive. Or you just give up. But that's not something we're going to do, actually. We're going to try and succeed. First off, we are going to explore a bit of this place, Filing Shrine, and see what we can find. Here we basically found humanity on this corpse. Jogging all the way over here. We will get 6 fire bombs. And up here. And we meet another friendly face. Hello there.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Furland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
I have a grudge with this guy, but we'll get into that when it comes up. Alright. This guy is pretty much our first merchant.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this as a token of peace.
Copper coin. It's, to my knowledge, only used for one thing.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to awake my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Say yes.
Very well. And first, a covenant with the gods.
We're not really in a covenant, but we might as well join this one because it, for multiplayer, this helps prevent invasions and anyone who is in the same covenant you're able to summon. So, why not? Covenant established.
Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Faith?
Come again.
I don't know about faith. In fact, it's one of our lowest stats. Anyways, let's continue on this way. We can buy certain miracles from him. I'm not going for a faith build, so his only use is for getting that gesture. And I think he also sells a mace. I think. So we'll just a little secret passage here. Run through here. Jump out like a badass. And we'll come across 1, 2, 3, and 4 chests. 4. Ah, ah, ah. Chest number 1. What does it contain?
You're an asshole if you use these.
Anyways, it's chest number 2. In fact, we get a free mace here. So if you were able to buy a talisman or a morning star here, from him, I mean, it'd be better to just come to this chest and pick these up. That way you get free. Too bad for me, I need both hands to wield it. And I think it's one of those weapons that if you miss an attack, your character will stagger a bit. But if you hit with it, you'll recover faster. Chest number 3. Homeward Bone. Use these if you want to go back to your bonfire without having to use the dark sign. Did someone just... Oh, that's another thing. Someone just kindled right at the bonfire we recently visited at. I'll go over that in a bit. Right now. Chest number 4. Lloyd's Talisman. If you are invading someone and they constantly keep using their Estus flask, use those and they cannot use their Estus. Now, there's a problem. I have Cryber's souls and this is a bad spot to be for beginners. Welcome to the graveyard, where skeletons, very spooky skeletons, are here to ravage you with their scimitars. Death number 2. Fuck. Oh no, those 2,000 souls we just lost. Is that permanent? Well, actually it isn't. But I'm talking to you like you don't know this stuff. But when you die, you lose your souls. You can get back your souls as long as you can reach the spot where you got killed. You most likely will, but hopefully you won't screw up and lose all of them. Why don't we spend them? Here, while resting at the bonfire, our Estus gets refilled. This one is special in that you can refill up to 10 Estus flasks, where normally you'd have to kindle in order to get that much. Normally it's 5 Estuses. And thanks to someone in their own world kindling, we got 2 extra. Let's put 1 point in attunement slots. Alright, let me just pull back here. I'm too eager. You can level up, you can kindle, and you can reverse hollowing. Make yourself look like a normal person. We're not going to do that yet. Leveling up, vitality is obviously your health. Attunement is the number of spells you can use. Sorcery, primacy, and miracles. Endurance is the amount of stamina you have. And equipment load. Give me a moment. Not really used to talking this much. Sheesh. Determining your stamina, equipment load, how much stuff you can equip before being overburdened with your equipment, and your bleeding. What killed us in the graveyard is actually bleed out, because for some reason the skeletons, our cemetery does not have this, but the skeletons were able to cause bleed damage. It's a pain in the ass, but knowing to back off when it's getting too high is basically the key to survival. Strength, if you're using powerful weapons like a club, using strength is the better option. Dexterity is the stat I'm going for. And don't bother with resistance. Just don't. Don't! Anyways, intelligence is another stat I'll be going for later on in the game. Generally, that's your sorcery. Hold on a second, I'm trying to think words. Words, come on, brain. Do your thing. This is embarrassing. Intelligence is for sorceries, and the amount of damage depends on sorceries. Intelligence, excuse me. Same with faith. As Petrus explained over there, miracles depend on faith. Do you believe in your God, boy? And humanity, number of black sprites within one's bosom, symbolizes human nature and determines item discovery and resistance to curses. Curse is nasty. Because if you get cursed, your health loot gets cut in half. And having humanity will increase your resistance to curse, so it's pretty optimal to at least have 1 humanity, I think. And also having more humanity increases item discovery. So, at least having 1 humanity, you're good. This is our right weapon, generally the basic attack rating, as Dark Souls 2 calls it. So let's level up. We shall put 1 point in attunement. And 2 in endurance. And we're good. We don't have a lot of souls now, meaning our death is pretty much meaningless. Even if we lose the souls, it's not a big deal. Now let's go about and do some suicide runs. Because there are items within the Let me just do something. Yeesh. I just found that too loud for some reason. And now it got quiet all of a sudden? What? It's weird. We're just going to ignore the skeletons. Run over here. Large soul of a lost undead. Dodge! Epic dodge! Sprint. Lost undead. Ow! Run past these two. Go past, and Zweihander, and oh dear god, that's a big skeleton. Pick up some binoculars. That's why. Oh! Yee! That's number 3. Hopefully I won't die too many times. But there is actually one more item that I want in there. So we're going back. And it is right around here. And there's another big skeleton. Winged spear. Oh, 2 hits and I stagger him. What do you know? Can I kill him? Come on. There we go. And he is down, and his bones went everywhere. Oh boy. I kicked the scimitar. Falchion. That's a falchion. And it's bigger than it normally is. Oh well. Let's just deal with these guys before I head back to the bonfire. If I die, that's fine. Ouch. Oh. Ah! Damn it. Tried to parry. Isn't there an item behind there? Alright, let's look at his spoils. We can't use this weapon, because... we're not strong. But we are strong enough to attack with both hands. Strange, but... reason is, we don't have enough dexterity. The only thing that doubles... that only halves the requirements to equip is strength. But in order to use dexterity weapons, you can't reduce that. So, good luck with that. And if you don't have dexterity, you can't really use the weapon all that well. It will always bounce off enemies, even if you hit their flesh. To demonstrate. Also, we're kind of heavy. See, we bounce. That's where we're supposed to go, but not now. Let's go down here. and say hello to no response. She cannot speak. Oh shoot, what was her name? Well, she's a firekeeper. She hopes keeps the bonfire up there lit up. And for some reason, her tongue was removed and her legs are broken, supposedly. I'm not sure on the details. So just pay your respects. Anyways, moving along. Down here is not where we are supposed to go, but we're going here anyways. Down this elevator. Strange. And this place is called New Londo Ruins. And we have a few dead guys here. Well, hollows. Just sitting about. He's praying to a pot. I mean, come on. It's a pot. Look at that pot. It's got nothing in it, but still. It's a pot. Don't deny the fabulous looking pot. Alright. The binoculars, we got them from the graveyard. It's actually one of the starting items you can get. Don't get it as a starting item. You can easily get it from the graveyard. And there's a note. Weird looking eyeballs of flame. Never really noticed that. The eyes are on fire. Oh. And...
This is on. I lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't have gone. And Rickett had been on. Was once an established smith. Look at him now. Can you believe it?
yeah, this guy is actually a smith. In fact, he's the earliest smith you can encounter. If you don't know about this guy and your weapons are starting to lose their durability and you haven't met the main blacksmith, this guy will help repair your equipment. He's also a sorcerer.
What is it? Oh no. Don't worry. No intention of escape. It's safe here. Can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, I must have occupied myself. How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what may be the best in the world.
Oh boy. So you can modify equipment, reinforce your weapons. Fortunately, I do not have the Titanite shards for it. Titanite being your usual item of enforcement. We can also repair equipment. Does it cost a lot of souls?
Keep your head on. You really helped break the monotony.
You're welcome. In Dark Souls 2, your weapon degrades rather fast and is rather irritating, considering that an item called repair powder is actually rather hard to come by and is rather expensive to acquire. I think in this game it's 300 souls, while in that game is 1,000, 2,000? I think 3,000. Future me. Enter that. We'll pick up a new weapon here. And that's stock. It's a rapier. Stabby, stabby. Leap of faith. In here we'll find 2 transient curses. Those are actually body parts of a ghost. They're used to temporarily curse ourselves. Yes, we curse ourselves. But this curse isn't actually deadly to us. Instead, it's helpful. We're not going to use it yet. It's used to actually be able to harm the ghosts found in this area. For now, we're just going to run past them. Hello. Ow! And we're going to run from here. And we will find 2 ghosts and a firekeeper soul. And we trapped ourselves. Oh! Ah! Fuck! And we're back here. Safe and sound. At least a little traumatized, but... With that Firekeeper soul, it actually allows us to upgrade our Estus flask. And the person to do that is actually the Firekeeper. Anastasia? I'm starting to remember her name. Anastasia, I believe, is her name. And she'll upgrade our Estus flask using another Firekeeper soul. Meaning she herself is a firekeeper using other firekeepers to upgrade someone's flask. So yeah. And with that, our Estus flask can now heal us for even more health. Anyways, I think that does it for this little session. We haven't really made any progress. In fact, we died 3 times. 4 times, I believe. This session. But next time, we're actually going to go there. But let me check something. I know I said, oh, we're going there next time, last time, but I promise you, next time we're going there. And also, the master key, when I said we're actually going to use it, next time I decide not to. I'm going to stick with the scimitar for now. What I was going to do is go to a later part and pick up a falchion. But we'll stick with this. For you. God damn it.